Jean Kurowski's with us, and she has fallen in love with a harness horse named Red, Light, and Blue. But Jean's actually been in love with all kinds of different horses. So that's where we're going to start. We're going to learn about you first and all the different breeds that you've worked with.
Okay. Well, this goes back to being a kid in the city and loving horses so much that I won a contest to win a pony. And from loving the pony and eating lots of Charleston chews, I went on to riding Arabians, quarter horses. My daughter and I competed in the hunter jumper circuit in New England. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So when you say the city, you don't mean New York, you mean like Boston?
No, like Boston. Boston,
all right.
Yep.
Very cool.
Yep. So, and then from there, clearly when you love horses, the next thing you do is you fall in love with other forms, and we went to the track, namely Belmont, Saratoga. Again, not the harness horses though, the thoroughbreds. And from there, I came down here and found the harness world.
Okay. Now, actually, you were still living in Massachusetts, right? And you were making a trip back and forth. You met some people around here.
Yeah, it was a wonderful, I was on vacation here, and I was at Ocean Downs.
Oh, okay.
Beautiful track, sitting there with my binoculars, like thoroughbred people do, watching the races, and got to know some of the regulars, you know, the older trainers and things like that, and they kind of welcomed me in. And this one night, a whole lot of people came up, and it was the Chick family on a vacation. And they started talking about the horses and where their barn was, and they welcomed me and said, come on by. So I came by, and then every weekend, I drove down here from Massachusetts. Every single weekend, and Frank said, Jeannie, anytime you want to come clean stalls, you're welcome.
What a guy!
So that's what I did. That's what I did.
And you accepted.
I did.
I've tried that before. I've tried that invitation to ask people to come by and clean stalls, but it doesn't work for me.
Yeah, he tells everybody at his sales, yep, she's the best help. I never had to pay. So, yeah.
So then you eventually moved down here because now you're not only cleaning stalls, but you're a school teacher and a basketball coach.
Yep, that's right. I moved here about a year and a half ago. And I teach at a small Christian school. I drive the van to bring the kids to school. Then I teach all day long. I coach a girls basketball team, junior varsity and varsity, and I also work at Harrington Raceway.
Wow. Okay, so now then how does the love affair start with Red, Light, and Blue? Because I know she is real. I mean, look at this. Get a shot of this. This is like not only the fan club member, but the president, I would say.
That's right.
Yes.
Well, and the big M for Tony Morgan here too. So.
Yes, there you go. So, yeah, how's that all start?
Well, again, coming down here, they let me clean stalls, and then little by little I was listening, and I said, you know, I understand the horses, and it can't be that difficult. And so finally, Frank Chick, actually, this is what he said to me. He said, you got two hands, two lines, and a seat. You can do it. And he let me try jogging one horse and then another horse. And Red, Light, and Blue and I had this similar spirit. She had a lot going on in her life. Prior to coming here, she had an injury in the past. She has a tendon injury. She had also been involved in an accident at another track, and here she was. So the two of us had some similar spirit. And the very first time I was actually on the main track here at Harrington was with her. So we kind of bonded more and more, and come the day that she wasn't going to be here any longer, my heart was breaking. So when she went off to an auction, Linda Chick said, no, this can't be, Frank. We need to keep Red, Light, and Blue. You know Jeannie loves Red, Light, and Blue. So she made a deal that she and I would be the ones to kind of be behind the scenes as the women behind the men, as it goes. And so all the jogging and the decisions, she gets acupuncture, homeopathy, all of that is done by Linda and myself.
Wow, that is really cool. Because actually, Linda knows about that type of stuff, right?
Absolutely.
She's like certified in...
She's a homeopathic practitioner, yeah.
Oh, that is so neat.
Yep.
So you take Red, Light, and Blue to get acupuncture.
Yep.
Where?
Oh,
does she like it?
She adores it. I mean, for anybody who's interested, they can go on my Facebook and they can see equine acupuncture. She goes up to a practice called Companion Animal Practice in Smyrna. And Dr. Lori Doman, has been doing acupuncture on small animals as well, dogs, cats, etc. And Red, Light, and Blue goes up there, so have some of the other horses in the barn. And she goes up and she absolutely adores it. And when I say adores it, you know when you have a massage and you go, that's exactly what she does. Now, she was going there prior to getting her back on track. We started with the acupuncture back in June. She didn't go to qualify until late summer, and she didn't start racing again until September. So she was having acupuncture. Now that she's racing, She gets acupuncture. She'll go this week because she raced last night. So she'll go Wednesday morning with 2 of her barn friends for acupuncture.
Oh, that is so neat.
Yeah.
Since she's been racing really, really well
She
for
has
you.
been, I have to tell you, I mean, I wanted to give her a chance to just do what she was bred to do. She's, you know, a fine breeding. She came out of the Peretti Farms, a Red River Hanover, and I just wanted to get her back to what she was bred to do. If she ever won a race, that would be beside the point. Since she's been back racing, she's been in the money all but one of her starts.
Wow, congratulations. Well,
Yeah.
that's good. So, well, I guess I should end this by asking you the big question. What if we want to become a member of the Red, Light, and Blue fan club?
Well,
you know?
that's it. Anybody's welcome to be a member. You just show up at the grandstand or the clubhouse, wherever she's racing, and she accepts carrots.
That's the only, there's no fee. You don't have to write a check, you just have to bring
No,
carrots.
that's right, just
Okay.
carrots. She loves it.
Oh, thank you so much, Jean,
Thank
for being
you.
on the show.